Protractor. You can see this instrument inside. You can see this instrument inside your geometrical box. Okay. So, what is its use? It is used to measure angles. Okay. So, when we want to measure angles, we use standard unit called degree. You can see 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 up to 180. These all are degrees. Okay, each is between 0 and 10. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 degrees. Okay, so the instrument used to measure degree is called a protractor. The protractor has two rows of degree marked. The outer scale means this is the outer scale. Okay, the outer scale has 0 degree mark on the left side and 180 degree on the right side. Okay, but the inner scale has 180 degree on the left hand side and 0 degree on the right hand side. There are 180 divisions between 0 and 180, each representing 1 degree, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 180 degrees. Clear? And this is the center point of the protractor, and this is our inner scale and this is our outer scale. Clear? Okay. How to measure angles? That is, we know that the instrument to measure angle is protractor. Here angle ABC is given. To measure angle ABC, we have to take the protractor and keep the center of the protractor on the vertex B. Okay. Next you can see two zeros are there. One is on the right side and one is left side. Okay, always start the measurement along with the line segment BA. That is, the line is here on the right hand side. So always measure from that side. Okay, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Look at here. Now you can see the measurement of this angle ABC, the C is on 90 degree. That is, here we are taking the inner scale. This is the inner scale and the next one outer scale is there. Okay, so start with inner scale. Okay, that is 90 degree. Okay, let us check. Yes, it is 90 degree. Okay, now I am making another angle. Okay, now tell me what is the angle here? What is the measurement of this angle? Tell me. Yes, it is 50 degree. That is, you have started from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Then when I draw another angle like this way, okay, 70 and 110 are there, but don't write it as 110 because we are taking the inner scale because we are taking the measurement along with the line segment. Okay, so start from 0. The degree is 70 degree. Next, I am making another angle. Look at here. What is the angle measurement here? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That is 130 degree. It is not 50 degree because we are always taking the degree along with the line segment. Always remember that one. That is very important. Okay, clear? Good. Next, types of angles. Okay, first I am drawing an angle. Look at this angle. You can see it as a corner of a table or a corner of a door or a corner of your room. Okay, that is, if the angle is like this way that it makes 90 degree, then we can call it as right angle. Okay, Next, I am drawing another angle. That is, I reduces the angle as 90 below. Okay. Now take the measurement. It is 69 degree. That is, this angle is less than 90 degree. So such angles are called acute angles. Okay. You can make so many acute angles. Okay. Here 90 degree is this. Then less than 90 degree means you can, that is acute angle. So look at here, angle less than 90 degree and greater than 0 degree are called acute angles. Okay. Next, I am drawing another angle by increasing 90 degree. Okay. Now let us take the degree measure, that is 128 degree, that is it is greater than 90. Now you can see so many angles like that, that is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Such angles are called obtuse angles. Clear? That is less than 90 degree acute angle, greater than 90 degree obtuse angle. Now further okay. Now I am drawing another angle. Okay. That is, this is 90 degree and this is 90 to 180. Okay, 180. Okay. Now let us take the measurement. It is 181. Just okay. Now look at here. This is a straight line. So we can call this angle a straight angle. Okay. Next, I am drawing another angle. Further increasing the angle, I got another angle. What is its name? It is called reflex angle. That is, reflex angle means it is greater than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. These angles are called reflex angles. Next, I am drawing another angle with the same vertex and in the same direction. Okay, and in the same direction. Now let us take the measurement, that is equal to 360 degree. These type of angles are called whole angle. Now look at the shape of that whole angle. The shape is, it is a circle. So we can say the degree measure of a circle is 360 degree. Clear? Okay. Next, triangles. When we join three distinct points on a plane, we get a triangle. That is first point, second point, third point. When we join it, we will get a closed figure. Okay? That is, a triangle is a closed figure. Triangle is a closed figure made up of three vertices. Vertex 1, vertex 2, vertex 3. And three line segments. That is, first line segment, second line segment, and third line segment. And three angles. Look at here, three angles are there. First angle, angle 2 and angle 3. Next, the symbol to represent a triangle is, look at here, a small image of the triangle. Okay. So this is the symbol of a triangle. So remember these all things. Three angles, three sides and three vertices. Okay, clear? Good. The properties of triangle. First you draw a triangle. That is triangle ABC. Okay. Next measure the sides. AB 6, AC 8, BC 9. Now just add the first two sides. Take these two sides, that is AB and AC. AB equal to 6, AC is equal to 8. What is 8 plus 6? 14. Then compare with the third side. That is 8 plus 6, 14 is greater than 9. Then we can say the sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. Okay. When I move this angle down, okay. Now look at here. What is BC? Second one, BC. BC is 10 plus AC. AC is 8. 10 plus 8 is 18. 18 is also greater than 7. Okay. Then next, take another one. Look at here. AB. AB is 6 plus BC. BC is 9. What is 6 plus 9? 15. 15 is greater than 8. So this is our first property. Okay. Then second property. Let us mark the angle. Let us measure the angle. Okay. Now our second property says the sum of angles of a triangle equal to 180 degree. That is, look at here. What is 56 plus 36? 50 plus 30, 80. 6 plus 6, 12. So 92. 92 plus 80 is 100. 100 plus 80, 92 plus 80 is 100. 100 plus 80 is 180. So here we got the sum as 180. Okay. Next you take another one. Okay. This is 92. Okay, this is 91. 91 plus 29. 91 plus 9 is 100. 100 plus 20, 120. 120 plus 60 is 180. So the sum of angles of a triangle is always equal to 180 degree. This is the second property. Clear? Take your book and write. Good. Types of triangles classified according to their angles. Okay. Let us see a triangle ABC. Okay. Now we can take the measurement of each angle. Look at here, 49 degree, 80 degree, 51 degree. These all angles are which type of angles? Yes, it is acute angle, acute angle, acute angle. Less than 90 degree means it is acute angle. So if all the angles of a triangle are less than 90 degree and it is acute, then we can say they are acute angled triangle. Okay, these types of triangles are called acute angled triangle if all the sides are less than 90 degree. Okay, then we can say they are acute angled triangle. Okay, next let us see another triangle. Okay, here one angle is 90 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree. Okay, so if one angle is 90 degree, then we can call it as right angled triangle. Okay, if one angle of a triangle is 90 degree, if one angle of a triangle is 90 degree, then we can say they are right angled triangle. Okay, the next one more triangle. Look at here. Here one angle is 124 degree, that is obtuse angle, and other two angles are acute angles. Okay, if one angle of a triangle is obtuse angle, then we can say they are obtuse angled triangle. If all angles are acute, we can call that type of triangle as acute angle triangle. If one angle is 90-degree right angle triangle, and if one angle is obtuse angle, then we can call it as obtuse angled triangle. Okay, clear? Good. Next, types of triangles classified according to their sides. Okay. Let us look at this triangle ABC. Okay. Now I am taking the measurement of each side. First one, AB 15, AC is 15, BC is equal to 15. That means all sides are equal. If all sides of a triangle are equal, then we can call it as equilateral triangle. That is, all sides are equal, so we can call it as equilateral triangle. Let us take another triangle, another type of triangle. Now, this is DEF. Let us take the measurement of each side. DE equal to 13 centimeter. DF is equal to 13 centimeter. But look at here, EF is equal to 16 centimeter. EF is equal to 16 centimeter. Now D equal to 15, DF is equal to 15, but EF is 16. That is, two sides are equal and one is different side. Okay. So if two sides of a triangle are equal, then we can call that type of triangle as isosceles triangle. Okay. If three sides are equal, equilateral triangle. If two sides are equal, isosceles triangle. Let us see another triangle. Okay, look at here. I am taking the measurement now. That is, GH is equal to 13 centimeter. Next, HI equal to 16 centimeter. And GI equal to 22 centimeter. So we can say, if three sides are different, one is 13, one is 16, one is 22. That is, all the sides are different. So we can say they are called scalene triangle. If all sides are equal, equilateral. All sides are different, scalene triangle. If two sides are equal, isosceles triangle. Clear? Okay, good.